I don't even know how I found it, but it was on the Huffington Post, and here was the title of this Huffington Post piece yesterday. It said, "Now you can train your mind to do the impossible." And I was like, oh, what's that? So I read the piece, and then I looked, there was a little video thing, and they had the journalist, one of the Huffington Post journalists was being questioned or interviewed by this other Huffington Post person. And basically, the neuroscience is out. Although I was thinking, the neuroscience has been out for quite a long time now. It has been in here for a while, but now it's been conclusively proven. So there was this piece in the Huffington Post saying that scientists have been working, these brain scientists have been working with these Buddhist monks for quite some time, and they have conclusively proven that meditating for many years, but I'm going to get to the silver lining about it. So no, you do not have to go away to some Himalayan cave and meditate for 40 years and then come back. They basically were talking about these monks and looking at their gamma waves of their brains, and it's been proven that over long periods of time, meditation leads to greater compassion, greater empathy, greater connection with all beings. It also moves your propensity toward the negative, which is, I think, human beings sort of, because of the left brain stuff, our leanings are toward the negative, but it changes the hardwiring to move your propensity toward the positive. So this is all based on the neurological wiring, the neurodexterity that we all have. You all have possession of it, right? So I'm always lecturing about that. That's what that's what this book has been about, the last year especially. The neurodexterity, that we have the ability to start to change the neurological wiring in our brains, which leads to you living a more joyful life. Even when you don't have all the things that you want. The perfect house or the perfect job or the perfect agent or the perfect boyfriend. Life can still be a more joyful adventure. So now the science is proving it. And the interesting thing to me about that, though, is at the end of this interview, the guy asked the woman who was doing the reporting, he said, well, is meditation the only way to get to these points? And the reporter said that the research has been shown that it's only through meditation. And I was like, wait a minute, it's not. It's not. So here we're going to try a new application of understanding that there is another way to change the neuroplasticity, because it's something I'm lecturing on, it's something that the book also talks about, and it actually is a meditation, meaning it's a mindfulness meditation. So mindfulness just simply means when you say the things, listen, feeling bad never feels good. It just doesn't. Let me repeat it. Feeling bad never feels good. There's two parts of that. When you're feeling bad based on grief or pain or some sort of, tragedy or tumult in your life, that is a part of the necessary process. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a couple days ago, I had a conversation with a person within a 30-minute span. It was amazing to me to hear always leaning, and these are not judgments, because I am also trying to figure it out for myself as well, so there's no judgment here. But in joking ways, in serious ways, in emphatic ways, the conversation always leaned toward the negative. You guys, you can reboot that. That has been proven neurologically. You can reboot it. It's just, do you want to give up your propensity toward telling stories that don't feel good? Why? The business sucks. No, it doesn't. Why are you saying that? Stop it. I can't get a boyfriend. Yes, you can. Stop saying it. I'm too fat. No, you're not. Who says you're too fat? I can't. Did I say you can't get an agent? Did I say that one? Yes, you can. Stop saying that. You just say that because that's easier for you to pull. We're going to change it. And you know what? It's an inside job, and it's going to take maybe 2 months to rewire. But if you do it, if you mindfully do it, if it becomes a meditation on when you're driving in the traffic, I said last night, when you're out on a date, when you're at the grocery store, when you're in class, instead of doing things that just trigger the default way of spinning the negative stuff in your mind, what if you just became a little bit more mindful? Oh, I'm telling those stories that don't feel good. Just change it. So it's going to be really easy. Right now, you're going to find 3. Write down 3 of them. Write down 3 negative paradigms that you say on a daily basis, and I'm going to help you. So I gave 3 last night. I'll try to give the same 3. One of them might be, listen you guys, they're in limiting beliefs. It's always going to be limiting beliefs. So one of them might be, the business is so hard. That might be one of yours. I'm just giving you examples. You write whatever you want. But I'm just giving you, that's a limiting belief. That is a limiting belief. Another one might be, everybody in LA in the dating world sucks. That's a limiting belief. Some of you are like, no, it's not, Tony. That's also a limiting belief. And then another one might be, I'm too blank, to get work. I'm too this or that, fill in the blank. Those have resonance for you, but you can find whatever you want. Okay, everybody have 3? You're probably going to have 10 or 20. And you might want to, this week, just sit down with yourself and write down some of your limiting beliefs. So now what we're going to do is you're going to just flip it. You're going to just change the architecture of that limiting belief. So it's based in limitation. That doesn't mean it's based in truth, because it's not. Limiting beliefs are not based in truth. That is the weirdness about them. You live them out to be truth, and then that's what we're experiencing out here, but it's just a judgment of the mind. So you're going to flip it. So maybe the one was, the business is so hard. Well, what if you just right now wrote down, if that's one of them you wrote, so you're going to flip all these. Maybe you wrote down, the business is actually, there's possibility always everywhere, because there is. All it takes is one agent, one moment, one job, one audition, one person to see you. That's absolutely not a limiting belief. Do you get what I'm saying? I can't get a boyfriend or I can't get a girlfriend. To, I'm freaking amazing and somebody out there is available for my amazingness. That's not a limiting belief. So what you're going to do this week, this is becoming a little bit more conscious, this becomes mindful meditation, is, we're just going to call it imprinting. You're going to imprint on your subconscious a new paradigm. And listen, the exciting thing is to create change, it does start with a burst of inspiration or enthusiasm or, I think what the studio is all about, for sure. And you have that, oh my God, yeah, okay, this is so, of course, duh, right? But that's not going to be enough. You actually have to put the pedal to the metal and do the work. And that's going to take some time. Like I said, 2 months. So, wherever you are, you're going to actually mantra this statement instead of your go-to thing. And the interesting part about this is it does not matter if you don't believe it. You don't have to believe these things yet. In fact, you don't, because the limiting belief is so loud in your mind, it shuts out permutations of possibility. It doesn't mean it's real, it just means you go to it all the time and it's on its own hamster wheel, just doing its thing. So, tomorrow when you're at the laundromat waiting for your laundry and you start to get yourself triggered in the desperate negative thoughts that we think, I want you to just immediately become aware of that and change it to mantraing, the business is open to possibilities for me. The business is open to possibilities for me. The business is open. Just keep mantraing it, even if you don't believe it. You must replant seeds, people. You must.